So when is the Safwy Toshiro returning? Some people either came after this banner as a new player, released, missed out on the individual, or you're just like me, unlucky to pull him. You want to summon for this character because look at the character design. That's freaking amazing. Or maybe you're interested in how strong he is. He has gauge effect, he has berserk 100%, decreased damage taken, he has freeze on all of his attacks. He has a full stamina damage boost, full stamina only, increased strong attack damage plus 40%. The full stamina damage boost is 20%. He has heal on his gauge effect. He has shared complete status immunity. Probably is a better tech shared complete status immunity than Roka. As Marauder, status ailment, spiritual pressure boost of 80%, frenzy +1, bombardment +1. Overall, a pretty solid character. So you might want him, or maybe he's just your favorite character. Let's see. Does he have a range, or is he melee? Looks like he's melee. Overall, he's a pretty, solid character. Well, we can get an indication on when he should be coming back on as a rerun banner along with Kaname and Sajin by looking at when he first arrived to the scene, which would have been end of year banner. So basically December 31st is when this banner came out, and there's usually a 3 to 4 month wait. I believe when I did look at the average wait for Safwy, or for limited banners like Safwy and Thousand Year Blood War, I think it was like a 3.5 month wait, I believe. But that was the average, and there were certainly outliers. So, for example, if you were to take a look at this banner right here, when we were waiting for the first rerun banner, I said, hey, it should happen in November. But I did leave open up to the possible room for speculation that maybe it will happen in December if they want to load the whole month of December with a bunch of insane banners to kind of draw your orbs in for, so if you look at so the end of November was this premium Yukiora banner. Then you had mid-month seasonals with Yoruichi and Halibel, and then you had end of the month. But you also had some other rerun banners that ran alongside this. I believe like a rerun banner for Burn the Witch, which is limited. So, and I can't remember what. I think there was like one other banner that was, gonna draw your orbs in. Was it the swimsuit rerun banner? Like, was it a swimsuit rerun banner? It might have been. I can't remember for sure. Oh, Pole Selection. That's what it was. Pole Selection. They had that also in the month of December. So you had a lot of banners to summon on and spend orbs on in the month of December. And that's why they put this. I think they ran this in like early December. And it went to like December 21st. If I remember correctly. So, yeah. They waited a little bit longer. There was around 4 months for that banner. So, 3 to 4 months from the time of this banner's release, which would have been, or I should say, which would make it earliest, probably April. Maybe, like, if you go, like, end of, like, that's basically January. So, that's month 1. February, March. That's 3 complete months. So, yeah, I'm going to say around April. Maybe even May is my guess. I mean, yeah, 3.5 months. So like April, mid-April, probably would be the earliest. Not like April 1st, April 2nd, or like early April. It would probably be like mid to late April. Like between April 10th to April 20th. That's the earliest. It could very well be a banner that we don't see until May. There is a possibility of that. So do keep that in mind. You're going to be waiting a while for that banner to return. So I hope that answers your question. Still got a long ways away now. The other two characters, like this one's a farming character. So if you're interested in what was in the banner that you messed with Toshiro, you got the farming character and you got Sajin. And I think that's pretty much it for that. So that's what? We're at mid-February. So March, April. So about 2 months, 2 to 3 months away before we get that banner back. Well, maybe not that specific banner, like, you know, like the filler that won that banner, but like those 3 main characters returning as a rerun with potentially other characters as filler. You might have a chance, because I know someone did ask me, when are we getting a Tokinata banner? Problem with Tokinata, like if you don't know who Tokinata is, like if you're a new player, he used to be a really top tier auto character. He's still really well designed. He's really cool. Was one of my top played characters. Let's see if we can find him. There we go. This is his character portrait right here. I don't remember what the heck was on his banner. It's this character right here. And as you can see, I almost got him 5 out of 5. So I would not mind potentially pulling him in filler. And honestly, that would probably be one of the times you might have a chance at seeing him, is in one of these rerun banners, or as filler in a new Safwy banner, which, since we just had a new Safwy banner, I don't think he was in that. And this new return banner that's going to be happening in the 21st with the Kenpachi lineage, which is the 3 Kenpachis. Then you had also Retsu and the Kenpachi from the previous year's end of year banner. So end of year 2021 going into 2022. And this character ain't in there. So for the person who asks about Tokinata, or if you're interested in Tokinata and when he's going to return, we don't know. He doesn't get his own rerun banner anymore because he's too old of a character. This character came out probably like a year or 2 before I took my break, and I took almost a 2-year break. So it's at least 3 years old, this character. And that was at the time when I came back. It's been about like another 6 months, so it's probably around 4 years old at this point. Maybe older, maybe a little bit less older than 4 years, but it's probably at least 4 years or around that amount of time. So you're only going to see him as filler, and you're not going to know. We can't really predict what the filler is going to be for those banners. We can usually only predict rerun banners of more recent hype banners. We don't know how many rerun banners they're going to do, for example, with like the 1000 Year Blood War Yamamoto. Eventually it reaches a point where that probably, as long as they're like really strong and very powerful, they'll probably continue to get rerun banners every so many months, like 3 to 4 months. But once they start to become, you know, obsolete, you know, there's power creep that's making them not as useful, then you might eventually see them not as filler, or you might see them as filler. But I don't think it's going to be anytime soon because they're still giving us rerun banners. Let's see if that banner's still up. No, they got rid of it. There was this 1000 Year Blood War banner that had like Misaki, Ryukin, and Ishin. I think they were the 3 featured characters, weren't they? But look, let's look from the top. These 3 characters were, where are they? So this is 6th anniversary. This is when 6th anniversary happened. Holy crap! How old? Okay, these 3 characters right here. That's how far ahead I scroll, and they're doing rerun banners just to summon for these characters. And I'm like, those characters aren't very good. Like, let's see, where is it? How many banners? Okay, so this is the banner after 5th anniversary. You know, so it's like, what, maybe like 3 months after, 3 or so months after 5th anniversary. So been like maybe October-ish, give or take a month, for this banner of, and we're closer to 8th anniversary. So this is like 2 years old, like 2 year plus old characters that are getting reruns still. Yeah. I don't know what Caleb decides when they decide to do these rerun banners for some of them, like the 1000 Year Blood War. Maybe they're doing it with 1000 Year Blood War because, you know, people are hyped for 1000 Year Blood War. That's the only reason why I can see why they're doing that. Anywho, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.